You know, I'm sort of getting a hint that some of you want a follow-up episode. Well, I'm sorry that I may have kept you waiting longer than Peter Molyneux's barber appointment, but the US edition of Hidden Pissed Off Programmers is finally here. Meme starring a bicentennial of deceased primates.
I like mugs. I like mugs.
The pet store was selling them for 5 cents a piece. I thought that odd since they were normally a couple thousand each. I decided not to look a gift horse in the mouth. I bought 200.
I like mugs.
I took my 200
mugs
home. I have a big car. I let one drive. His name was Sigmund. He was retarded. In fact, none of them were really bright. They kept punching themselves in their genitals. I laughed. Then they punched my genitals. I stopped laughing. I herded them into my room. They didn't adapt very well to their new environment. They would screech, hurl themselves off the couch at high speeds, and slam into the wall. Although humorous at first, the spectacle lost its novelty halfway into the 3rd hour. 2 hours later, I found out why all the
mugs
were so inexpensive. They all died. No apparent reason. They all just sort of dropped dead. Kinda like when you buy a goldfish and it dies 5 hours later. Damn cheap
mugs.
I didn't know what to do. There were 200 dead
mugs
all over my room. On the bed, in the dresser, hanging from the bookcase. It looked like I had 200 throw rugs. I tried to flush one down the toilet. It didn't work. It got stuck. Then I had one dead, wet
mugs.
I tried pretending that they were just stuffed animals. That worked for a while. That is until they began to decompose. It started to smell real bad. I had to pee, but there was a dead
mugs
toilet, and I didn't want to call the plumber. I was embarrassed. I tried to slow down the decomposition by freezing them. Unfortunately, there were only enough room for 2
mugs
time, so I had to change them every 30 seconds. I also had to eat all the food in the freezer so it didn't all go bad. I tried burning them. Little did I know my bed was flammable. I had to extinguish the fire. Then I had one dead wet
mugs
in my toilet, 2 dead frozen
mugs
in my freezer, and 197 dead charred
mugs
pile on my bed. The odor wasn't improving. I became agitated at my inability to dispose of my
mugs
and to use the bathroom. I severely beat one of my
mugs.
I felt better. I tried throwing them away, but the garbage man said the city wasn't allowed to dispose of charred primates. I told him that I had a wet one. He couldn't take that one either. I didn't bother asking about the frozen ones. I finally arrived at a solution. I gave them out as Christmas gifts. My friends didn't know quite what to say. They pretended that they liked them, but I could tell they were lying. Ingrates. So I punched them in the genitals.
I like mugs.
So there you have it. A hidden story about 200 dead monkeys that's more entertaining and memorable than the games they're burned.
Mugs.
Wasn't allowed to dispose of charred primates. I told him that I had a wet one. He couldn't take that one either. I didn't bother asking about the frozen ones. I finally arrived at a solution. I gave them out as Christmas gifts. My friends didn't know quite what to say. They pretended that they liked them, but I could tell they were lying. Ingrates. So I punched them in the genitals. I like monkeys.
So there you have it. A hidden story about 200 dead monkeys that's more entertaining and memorable than the games they're burned.